Our story starts with a teenage boy sitting in the library. He's an ordinary student. At least that's what everyone thinks. But today, something very strange happens. He looks up and sees a girl walking around in a bunny costume. What's even weirder, no one else seems to notice her. It's as if she's invisible to everyone except him. He can't believe what he's seeing. Is he dreaming, or is something else going on? He decides to follow the girl, feeling curious. As he gets closer, he recognizes her. She's a famous actress, and everyone at school knows her. But why is she in a bunny costume, and why can't anyone else see her? He asks her directly, and to his surprise, she's not shocked at all. People have started to ignore her like she doesn't exist, and she's bored in school, and at her school lurks an angry man, horrible, with a bunnying physique in haze of expulsive rage. She calls it the adolescent syndrome, a mysterious phenomenon. He's shocked by her story. How could someone so popular become invisible? He listens carefully as she tells him more. This isn't the first time he's heard of the syndrome. He experienced it himself once before. It's a rare and unexplained problem that seems to affect young people during stressful times. The boy decides he needs to help her, but how? It's not like there's a guide for this sort of thing. He starts investigating, spending time with the girl to figure out what's happening. They go to different places together, school, the city, even the beach, but the problem remains the same. No one notices her. It's like she's a ghost. He realizes that the only way to solve this mystery is to learn more about her life, her past, and what's been bothering her lately. One day, he asks her, "Do you think this is happening because you want to escape from being seen? Maybe you're tired of being in the spotlight all the time." The question catches her off guard. She looks away, clearly uncomfortable. It's the first time she seems unsure of herself. Could it be true? Is her own mind making her disappear because she's overwhelmed by her fame? As the days go by, the boy starts to notice something. Every time the girl opens up about her feelings and shares her worries, people around them seem to notice her a little more. It's like her presence is slowly coming back. He realizes that the key might be in her emotions. If she confronts her fears and faces her true feelings, she might become visible again. But it's not that simple. The girl is stubborn and refuses to admit she's scared. She's always been strong, and she doesn't like showing her weakness. The boy tries to push her gently, telling her that it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. He shares his own experience with the syndrome, hoping it will make her feel less alone. He tells her about the time when he felt invisible, how he was ignored and forgotten, and how lonely it felt. The girl looks at him with surprise. It's clear that she never expected anyone else to understand what she's going through. For the first time, she seems to soften. She thanks him for staying by her side and starts to open up about her struggles, the pressure of being famous, the fear of losing her fans, and the exhaustion from pretending to be perfect all the time. Just when it seems like things are getting better, something unexpected happens. One morning, the boy arrives at school and can't find her anywhere. He searches all over the place, growing more and more worried. Has she completely disappeared this time? He rushes to the library, the place where they first met, and there she is, sitting quietly, looking lost. He sits down next to her, and she looks at him with tears in her eyes. "I thought I would vanish forever," she says, her voice trembling. He takes her hand and tells her that she's not alone. He tells her that as long as she's honest about her feelings, she won't disappear. people will see her for who she really is, not just the image she shows on TV. The girl nods, wiping away her tears. She stands up and walks into the school hallway. At first, no one notices her. But then, slowly, heads start to turn. One by one, people look at her and smile. They greet her like they always used to. It's as if a spell has been broken. She's visible again, and this time, it's not because of her fame or her looks. It's because she allowed herself to be real. The boy watches her, feeling a sense of relief and happiness. He did it. He helped her find herself again. But then he wonders, will the syndrome come back if she faces more stress in the future? Is this just a temporary fix? He doesn't know the answer, but he's willing to stay by her side and find out together. As they walk home, she turns to him and says, "Thank you for believing in me when I couldn't believe in myself." He smiles and replies, "I just knew you were too strong to disappear forever." Now, here's a question for you. If you suddenly became invisible to the world, who would be the one person you'd want to see you? The story of our main character isn't over yet. He's learned a lot about himself and about what it means to truly see someone. But this is only the beginning of his journey. What other mysteries will he face? And will he be able to help others with the same syndrome? If you want to find out what happens next, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and stay tuned for more exciting recaps. Until next time, keep believing in the impossible.